Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today for February the 11th, 2019?
Yeah.
You like that?
I like it.
Welcome back to another episode of Talking Trends. We are your hosts, TK and Tony. We find interesting news articles from across the globe and bring them to the comforts of your home or wherever you may be watching or listening to this show.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for doing so.
Yes.
Unlike a lot of shows, guys, this is done live, so everybody in the chat, I'm talking to you. And you.
Yeah.
We want to hear your likes, your dislikes, your comments, and opinions on the stories that we're going to be covering on today's show.
Do that. We want to hear you loud and proud.
So, first off, ladies and gentlemen, Valentine's Day is like right around the corner. So there's a zoo that's going to be apparently taking your money so you could buy a cockroach and let it get eaten and name it after your ex.
I kind of like that.
Of course you would.
No, I'm a nice guy.
Fashion Week in Paris wrapped up, and
yes,
we're going to be talking about some interesting digs.
Oh boy.
In the second half of the show, pictured here, this teenager sentenced to 40 years.
40?
You'll never guess for what.
Oh, I want to know.
And finally, wrapping up today's show, I guess we started with love, we'll end with love. Pictured here, mother going around to universities looking for love for her son. Not herself, but her son.
That's a nice mom right there.
That's a good mother.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Well, you get in trouble with the law. You'll find out why.
This is true. First off, hello, sir. It feels like it's been a week.
Well, it has.
Fair enough.
We had a very busy week.
Yes.
And you were tied up with a few things.
Yeah, the filming schedule, it's good. It's a good experience, guys.
You're a movie star. You can't deal with a movie star. This is how you got to work with them.
It's crazy.
It is what it is.
But there's like 5 days left, and then back to normal life, back to my normal routine. It's kind of throwing me out of whack, but anyway, it's a good time. Love the people that I'm working with. It's been a great experience so far.
It's fun.
Yeah. So how was your weekend, though?
Not too bad, actually. What did I do? I went out Saturday. What did I do? I went Friday. I can't remember. I went out a lot. But
okay, there you go.
The worst part was going out Saturday. I loved going out to dinner, but it was really cold.
It was unbelievable.
It was so windy.
Yeah.
Like, the temperature was cold, and then when that wind, and I was downtown, when that wind kicked it, buddy, forget about it. Instant frozen. Like, you're instantly frozen.
It goes right through you.
Oh, so cold, man.
Yeah, it was insane. I remember I was setting up that evening down at Hide and Seek,
right.
And I walked by a couple people. There was also a Mooseheads game kind of around the time I was going to set up. And there was a couple ladies that I walked by, and again,
ladies.
Yeah. I was mystified of what they were wearing, the lack of clothing.
Right.
One, to walk around outside when it was, I'd say, at least minus
it was cold,
minus
man.
12, probably felt like minus 20.
Yeah.
And then they're going to a hockey game to sit in the cold. I don't know.
Well, you got fashion is pain, brother.
This is true.
Maybe they're going out after.
This is true.
Hit the town, maybe hide and seek. Maybe
yeah.
you saw some of the same ladies.
Maybe I did.
In front of yonder booth.
Yes, maybe.
But yeah, if you're not going to go home, you got to be dressed for the night, which sucks because it was super cold. So I feel at least the guys can kind of layer up and you're still okay. Ladies, they want to wear anything like sexy and skimpy. They gotta bear the brunt, baby.
Hey, listen.
But I appreciate you and all of you.
I've always appreciated a lady. Shout out. Who dresses comfortably. You want to go out and dance, you don't have to wear the high heels. You can wear the Converse, the flats, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Not with me.
So you're not taking your shoes off and at the middle of the night and you're walking around the pizza corner barefooted.
That's a lot worse.
You're not coming over. You're not coming over.
If you take your feet off downtown, you're not going to step foot into your dirty feet into his house.
I won't even let you in my car.
No, oh God, no, not in the car. Absolutely not. But you can come over to mine. No.
Boy.
Listen, I like when people go out, you at least dress up a little bit, depending on the occasion.
Yeah.
But, in a cold situation like that, ladies, put on some pants. Put on a sweatshirt. Sweater, I don't care. Like, you got to be warm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Want you alive.
But shouts out to the ones who bear it.
Yeah.
And go crazy.
You're the real MVP.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you are. Mitch wants to know what room in the dome is the hide and seek in.
It used to be Taboo.
It's the old Taboo. So if you know where that was or is, that's the new hide and seek.
Yep.
It's a very small sign. I was just telling TK. So you got hide and seek.
Yeah.
You got to kind of look for it.
It's kind of a playful.
The best way is right next to Tony's Donair.
There you go.
On what street is that? Grafton.
Yep.
So right next door, you can't miss it. Well, you will miss it if you miss the sign.
Yeah, it's in between Tony's and the Roxbury.
Yeah, so that's a very short span.
But yeah, I think I'm there this Thursday. I think I'm DJing for Valentine's Day.
Ooh, daddy! Oh, that's what you're doing for Valentine's. I was gonna say ask what your plans were.
None.
All right. Well,
solo dinner, my friend.
Me too.
Hey,
let's go together.
All right, come on out,
People
man.
People have the wrong impression.
It's 2019.
Well,
we're progressive.
No. Anyway, enough about our measly lives.
Yes, our boring lives.
Oh, boy.
That we fluff up to make them seem interesting for you guys out there.
How do you like that?
We do nothing.
We do nothing.
Anyways, let's hop into today's show. First off, thank you guys for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
So, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Coming around the corner.
It is.
And a zoo decided to really take it up a notch and really be a part of this event. So it will name a cockroach after your ex, then feed it to a meerkat on Valentine's Day.
Ooh, meerkats.
For all you spiteful people out there. So you looking to get yourself a present for this Valentine's Day? Well, the El Paso Zoo has it covered. You will name a cockroach after your ex and then feed it to a meerkat live on camera. You can tune in and watch it. So you can message the zoo on Facebook with your ex's name, then wait patiently for February 14th to watch the roach get devoured during the quote-unquote Quit Bugging Me Meerkat event, which will live stream on Facebook, and the zoo's website.
Right.
The names of those exes will also be displayed around the Meerkat exhibit on social media starting February 11th, today.
Ooh, nice.
So
never too late.
The zoo calls it the perfect Valentine's Day gift.
Ah, yes.
Clearly, the zoo has been done wrong, and
whoever organized this, some bitterness, maybe.
You don't say.
Just a little.
So they say this is a fun way to get the community involved in our daily enriched activities. El Paso Zoo event coordinator Sarah Borrego clearly.
Yeah.
Something.
Who hurt you, Sarah?
Yeah, who hurt you, Sarah?
Who hurt you, baby girl? We love you. What happened? What's his name?
So the meerkats love to get cockroaches as a snack, and what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than feeding them a cockroach named after your ex?
Yep.
The El Paso Zoo isn't the only zoo, of course, offering this non-traditional Valentine's Day promotion. The Helmsley Conservation Center in Kent, England, will name a cockroach again after your ex in exchange for a donation. You can also name the roach at the Bronx Zoo, which calls them eternal and timeless gifts.
I don't know about that.
I feel like the Bronx Zoo is more fitting for this event.
That sounds more like a Bronx Zoo thing, maybe.
Guys, I propose a question to you and the Talking Trends audience. Is this pettiness in its truest and ultimate form?
Or is it just mere fun?
Listen.
What's the charge on? Is it donation only? Is that what it is?
Oh, one was like donate. I don't know what maybe it's by food donation or, but you pay. I'm not sure how much you pay.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. I can see people out there, and listen, I've saw some statuses already about this.
Oh.
Clearly of people holding on to lovers of past.
It's out there.
You did it to yourself. You posted about it, and you wrote all about it. So it's all right.
Yeah.
It's just something you got to work through.
I mean,
I think if you're going to get through this is probably not the way. You got to rid that person.
It's more, for lack of a better term, regurgitating.
Yes.
I guess.
All those feelings.
Yeah, like why, your ex wins.
I think so.
By you doing this.
Yeah.
And making it like a public thing.
Not only, you're spending your own hard-earned cash.
Yeah.
And then to sit around all day. Waiting for a cockroach to get eaten.
Just like you waited by the phone.
And they still won't call.
And they still won't call you. And they're not going to call you after
They
this.
will not.
If you think this is going to bring him back, it ain't.
Yes.
It won't do it. I love the creative person who came up with this idea.
So clearly this lady is...
She's got some things
going on.
But from a cost analysis point of view, this is a great moneymaker.
It's not too bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's a cockroach cost?
Nothing. I would assume free. Especially at the Bronx Zoo. Get them around the corner.
Shouts out to the Bronx Zoo.
Shouts out Bronx.
No doubt.
VX, baby.
You're clean, baby. You're clean. Yes. Speaking of better ways to spend your money.
Yes. Fashion Week in Paris apparently just wrapped up.
Buddy, I'll tell you something right now. Oh, did you see any of this footage?
No, I haven't seen any of the footage. You were kind of telling me before the show started.
Absolutely. Like I was saying, you want to be a designer? You could be a designer. I don't even know who you are, but you could be a designer, and you could be in Fashion Week. Because the stuff they come up with is absolutely foolish.
I'm not a fashion expert by any means, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't have to be.
But I think I know, I can point out what looks good.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, and again, fashion, art,
like this
music,
grandpa sweater.
Very, very subjective. Yeah, it looks great, Tony.
Right.
You look good.
Action.
Yeah, it's very relaxed.
Suits my age.
Suits your age.
You don't have to say it. I'll say it for you. It's all right. Damn you.
You said it.
Yes, so food and music. You know what you like.
But no, I'm just saying, it's subjective.
Yes.
A lot of it's subjective. But also at the same time, my mind kind of wraps around the ideas of people who the designs that I like might not get picked up for these shows, like these big high viewed audience attended shows.
Yep. Celebrity packed
where you want your design shown to the world. But then, I mean, as you were saying, there's some designs where people were walking around in what? Pool?
Dude, there was one. The part that floored me was this one person, and even the model. And I know they're not supposed to have an expression on their face. This person had an expression on their face that was not pleased. It's like, you work so hard to be a model to get to Paris Week. You're on the runway.
You made
Paris Week. You made it.
You made it.
You done made it. Heidi Klum, Cindy Crawford, all the big supermodels back in the day, they made it. You don't make it when you're wearing an inflatable pool. This poor soul had a picture of an oval pool.
Picturing
like
it.
this.
Yep.
Cut out. The face is right through the pool, and the person is holding the pool. And I mean, the look on this person's face, like, holy shit, I didn't make it. Like, I failed as a human being and a model.
Now, do you think they're going for like a fashion statement, like to be remembered for something like that stood out?
I would always assume, and again, I'm no fashion expert, but I would assume that these shows are to draw a customer base. Designers, people that own shops, people that own all these.
I think companies would be like, "Hey, maybe we could sell this.
Just take a look at your goods as a fashion designer. You get to showcase your stuff, and maybe they want to purchase the line for their, shop."
Yeah,
I don't know. They must have been looking for Walmart to pick up this pool, because I'll tell you right now,
bad.
I don't know who'd be wearing a pool to a party, but
in this case, though, pictured here is one of the items featured during the show.
Very interesting.
See-through pants.
Yes. If you're looking for a statement, this would do it.
Yeah.
We've shown a lot of different pairs of pants with holes in them. Some of them didn't have half of the legs missing.
Yeah.
This has everything missing. So global online retailers truly outdone themselves with its latest offering one of the most bizarre pieces: the flounced London sheer organza. Combat pants is what they call it. Are see-through trousers that cinch at the ankle and are not dismissaler to shower curtains. I mean, this is the first thing I thought. I said these just look like shower curtains.
Yeah, dissimilar
the first thing
to
I
shower
saw.
curtains. They do look like the liner of a shower curtain. Yeah.
And they won't be cheap. They'll be $80 for the purchase of these.
Is this euro?
This is dollars, U.S. dollars.
Oh God!
It already sold in an Australian size. It's already been sold in an Australian size. For a number of users on Twitter have voiced their confusion over the ensemble, which would require a certain amount of bravery to wear. I mean, it's all there.
You're showing what you got.
Don't you got to wear something underneath? Apparently you do, because if you just walk around in your underwear, or this person here with the onesie on,
bathing suit. See, I can see maybe perhaps this would work. If there's like a high bug area, like mosquitoes, and you don't want they don't want them, biting. But I don't know. Again, it looks a little silly.
It looks foolish. One woman shared an image of the combat pants online, captioning the image with "I love ASOS," which is the company. But why on earth would anyone wear this?
When I close my eyes,
close them.
Closing. Actually, here, let me put on a little. Let's see if I can put some instrumental on.
Yeah.
Just give it a second, guys.
Okay.
So when I close my eyes,
yeah,
and I think of combat pants.
Mm-hmm.
I think of, thick, rugged material. Green, perhaps military. Something that I can defend myself with. Or perhaps run away in defense if I get into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
A wearable article of clothing that's going to be tough. Going to be with me through the thick and thin.
Mm-hmm.
But not these, my friends. This is not what I picture as combat pants. In fact, this is the opposite of combat pants.
They may not hold up in war.
No, they won't hold up in any situation.
Any situation at all. Someone quickly replied to that. Might as well be wearing cling film, so like saran wrap, basically. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Third
sealing in the juices.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. There you go. A third tagged their friends and wrote, just in case you still need outfit options, may I present these, the pants worn on Earth, for your consideration. I don't know, man. This is crazy. We see a lot of different weird fashion things on here. This one I think is probably one of the worst things I've seen. I mean, like I said, anybody can be a designer. This is a simple thing.
Yeah.
You want to design some pants? How about no pants?
Perfect.
No material, no design, nothing. Just see-through.
How about,
I like it.
Here's my fashion idea. Next year, got a couple models just going to walk out naked. That's fashion. That's my fashion. There you go.
Oh, you'd be arrested very quickly.
Well, I'm not doing it. They're of age.
Oh, you're good then.
But that's my fashion design. The human body.
There you go. Anyway, I don't know, man. What happened to just regular clothes? Just like what we're wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, fashion's gone too far.
It has.
It's gone too far.
It really has.
We like how far you guys came.
Whoa!
To be a part of us.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Time for the roll call. Shouts out everyone who's joined us today.
Roll it up, baby.
Lauren's in the house. Kim all the way from BC. Leanne. Carrie, who's all the way in Cuba, I believe.
Oh.
Not having a good time. Lost the luggage.
Nice.
It's a whole thing. So shouts out to you. Much love. And I think she's come back early. Sorry you had such a crappy time. But get back safely because it's cold as ass here. No luggage or not, I would have stayed down there. But whole thing down there. Anyway, Mitch in the house. Charlie Marsh, shouts out.
Yes.
Send up some new gear, brother. I like that 902 stuff, too. Joanne's in the house. She says, hi, TK.
Hello.
Joanne Robbins Lafort.
Oh, yes. Hello.
What am I, chop
Miss Lafort?
Tim's in the house. Jillian's in the house. John, the rudest of dogs.
The rudest.
And Mark Bashinsky.
Oh,
the man in the house. Shouts out to everybody. Thank you guys for joining us once again.
I'll give a yeet for everybody. Shouts out to everybody tuning in.
If you know what that is.
Give a 7 yeet salute. Is it 3? 4. 5. There we go.
Nice.
That's for you guys out there.
It's on. It's on. Once again, it's on.
Like Donkey Kong. All right, second half of the show. Won't waste any time because you probably got dinner to eat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yummy.
This teen, pictured here, sentenced to 40 years.
Can't wait to know what this is for.
Forget this. Burglary.
And?
That's it.
What? Come on. I committed burglary 3 times this week.
Yes. So apparently this teen has been given 4 concurrent 40-year sentences.
What the hell?
For a series of home burglaries. So Grayson County District Attorney Brett Smith says Tyrone Tay, interesting name. I'll give you a yeet for that. 17.
Oh.
Committed a number of daytime burglaries over the span of 5 months in 2018.
What the hell, bro?
I think I know the reason why he got 40 years. In this next paragraph, I believe, will explain a lot.
Shed some light.
One of the homes targeted by the teen belonged to, drum roll please, a law enforcement officer.
That'll do it every time, baby.
Smith said Cooper broke into the home twice.
2 times?
Yeah, listen, there's a couple things I know. Breaking in is one of them. But if I'm going to break into a house, it can't be a law enforcement. And I'm not going to do it again.
No.
Especially if you see the pictures on the mantle of like a cop around. You know.
Well, we don't know how many pictures. Maybe he's trying to get in the know. Maybe he didn't know.
This is true.
But still, hitting the same house twice?
Yeah.
That's risky in itself.
So Smith says teen's lengthy juvenile criminal history is the cause for the stiff sentence. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At some point, we just have to put public safety over all considerations. The teen pleaded guilty to 4 counts of burglary in December. So he won't be out till he's like 57.
First of all, okay, go ahead.
That's it. I'm done.
He's a minor, though, right?
He's 7. I don't know.
17. You're under 18. You're a minor. How the hell do you get 40 years as a minor?
Again, we've discussed some stories on here, ladies and gentlemen, where sentences kind of don't add up.
Yeah.
This perhaps being one of them. I don't know about the other crimes this kid has committed. I don't know if he's hurt anybody. I have no idea. But just from the information I know, I think this is an unruly sentence. Give him maybe 2 years, perhaps 3 max.
I mean, the only other way is that he's got a real long rap sheet. And this was like the
icing on the
straw,
cake.
you know what I mean, the last straw. But I mean, if it's just burglary, I mean, it shouldn't matter whose house you're breaking into, whether it's a cop, a judge, or a regular citizen.
Right.
Should be the same sentence.
I feel that if it was another person, if it was my house he broken into twice, I think the sentence probably would have been much less. 40 years, like
dude,
this
that's
kid,
more
that's
than
done.
murder.
That's done. Yeah, that's more than Bill Cosby.
Yeah, and he did a lot worse than that. He broke into women.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're using pills and shit. Like, that's bad.
Damn it.
Welcome. This is a warning. This is a warning.
Whoa.
Listen.
Jesus, Tony. That was actually pretty good.
That's a real deal right there. Jello pudding pops for everybody.
Buddy, just breaking into. Wow.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Into women.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know.
40 years? Slightly excessive.
Very excessive.
Slightly excessive.
For some robberies.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm not saying you shouldn't do time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying that.
You did the crime.
You got to do the time.
But that's a lot of time.
But that's a goddamn lot of time, man.
Buddy. Oh, boy.
Crazy.
Even you kill somebody, you get 25 to life.
Right?
I mean,
yeah.
At least you got a chance to get out.
Yeah.
40 years? No. That's garbage.
It's insane. He's going to be like retired when he gets out.
It's got to be probably the brother of the judge or something. Like, you broke into my brother's house?
For sure.
You're doing 40 years,
this
motherfucker.
guy, I don't know. So if you're going to break into a house, ladies and gentlemen, and if you have some prior knowledge, what's it called? When you have prior information to a place, perhaps you're going to scope out. I was going to say a recon. I can't say that.
Like, scoping it out or whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, scope it out, guys. Yeah. Before you go robbing places, scope it out at least.
Evan says 5 years. Yeah, make sure it's not a cop's house. Evan says 5 years, out in 2. Well, not this guy.
Yeah, 40 years, out in
40. He may get out early. I don't know. Like, I mean, if I was him, I would appeal.
It feels like he's just like, I'm guilty. Like, he's just happy to go away.
I'd be curious. Maybe he's got a real long rap sheet. Like he's burglarized like 40 homes or something.
Who knows? I don't know if he has a violent rap sheet
that
as
could be
well.
Too. That could be too.
I just know about the burglary, and I don't. That's the way the title was spun. That's what they do. They get you with the clickbait, right?
It is what it is. It is what it is, people.
Yeah.
You got to watch out.
And finally, speaking of perhaps watching out, there's a mother on the loose looking for love, not for herself, but for her son.
Yeah.
Talk about the ultimate mom.
Listen, she's a super mom.
In my eyes.
But police are on the hunt for this mom. She's mom turned matchmaker who seems to have taken matters into her own hands in a bid to find her son to date. I mean, it's a pretty good mom. I'd be super embarrassed as a son. What if she did find somebody that was pretty good, though? You gotta be like, Mom, you got game.
Yeah, shuts out. Thanks,
Well,
Mom.
the mother described as a woman in her 50s approached an unknown number of students in 2 campus buildings at Townsend University in Maryland. She produced her cell phone and showed students a picture of her son before asking them.
Does she know about Tinder? Does she know dating sites?
I don't think she does.
Okay.
I mean, she is the Tinder. She's the live version of Tinder. She's like looking at you, swipe you left, swipe you right.
You're good.
Asked them if they were interested in going on a date with him. As the Baltimore Sun reported, the police issued an incident advisory on this woman immediately. Apparently, I mean, you shouldn't be on campus, I guess, number one, if you're not a student or have business there. Yeah. You can't just roam around for the love for your son.
Been doing it for years.
Or any reason.
Just good to know this now.
Students complained to school police officers who issued an incident advisory that included surveillance footage.
Exposure? You were hoping. You were wishing.
Yeah. The alert asked for help identifying the woman who may frequent Cook Library and Center of the Arts at the university. So she's a regular on campus, maybe. An email was sent out to all the students from Charles Herring, chief of the University Police Department. Quote, this incident advisory is being provided in order to make the community aware of the incident on campus that may cause some concern. The mother's actions led to a number of comments and jokes on Twitter from people speculating she was trying to find her son a match for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Which
looks like that's what she was trying to prove. Anyway, they are currently looking for this woman. She's not been found yet. And
she's still out there looking, guys.
She's out there, and she isn't facing any criminal charges, but they definitely don't want to see her ass back on campus trying to sell her son on the black market. So
weird.
I don't know, man. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
Very strange, because she's just going up to random strangers, not knowing who they are.
Yeah.
And perhaps, I mean, I don't know. I think you're inviting a lot of negative attention towards yourself. Well, right now, clearly, and also, does it point out maybe the son's a loser?
Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say that, but
listen,
we're gonna say it.
If my mom was out there,
maybe you have no luck in the woman department. We can't all be big players like some people. Yeah. No. I'm the biggest. No.
Yeah, there we go.
Megan says some cultures find wives to marry their passed away sons. That's a messed up culture right there. So this lady looks like a fucking saint.
Yeah.
In comparison, I guess.
Huh.
At least her son's alive. Or is he? Doesn't say that he's alive.
This is true.
Maybe he's dead.
Damn.
Yeah, we don't have a dead thing.
No, we'll get that. We'll get that next time. I don't know. This is very odd.
It's very
again.
strange.
I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of the kid, and then kind of picture myself. What the hell am I feeling? One, if I found out my mom was doing this, I'd be like, "Mom, can you not?"
Unless he put her up to it.
This is true too. Then you have the story. Of course, it went a little bit viral.
Yeah.
So now you know. Now they're going to know what the kid looks like. But then is he going to get sympathy dates?
I don't think so, man. I don't think this ends. I don't think this ends well for the boy. To be honest with you, I mean, obviously they know who the mom is, so she'll never be on campus.
Guys, is it cute? Is it cute what the mom is doing right now? You can put a thumbs up or hit the angry emoji. There's no thumbs down on Facebook. That's very disappointing.
No,
I feel that
there should be.
Yeah, I feel like
we want a thumbs down a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, that's what comments are for.
That's true. Tell them how you really feel.
You really see good comments. They're all bad comments. Megan also follows up on that, says it's unlucky to have your son die in some of the cultures single, and it messes up the future. So even if they die, you still have to find somebody to be with them once they're gone, because you'll have bad luck in the future. Isn't it bad luck that your son dies before you? Isn't that bad luck?
How does this even work? Who comes
up with
these?
Is this?
Yes.
Listen, you just making this shit up, or we got to know what's happening here.
Again, who comes up with this stuff?
Creepy.
Who sits there and like, you know what? This is a good idea.
Well,
and then it gets passed on. People roll with this and be like, well, this is my culture.
You know, man, this might be a thing. You're going to see mothers all over campuses trying to peddle their sons off for Valentine's.
Maybe she's just trying to get them, like, get out the house.
Yeah, move up, kid.
Yeah,
get a date.
Yeah, get a date, would you?
Disgusting.
Would you stop touching yourself in the? I know what you're doing up there.
Look at you. Look at you.
I know what you're doing up there, Joey. I can hear you. At least put the headphones on.
You bring me out the box of Kleenex.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
What the hell?
I need my Vaseline.
I know what you're using that CBD oil for.
Get it on for Valentine's Day, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of getting it on.
Yeah.
NBA. Tonight,
there's a lot of action.
Toronto Raptors are making the home debut with their new player Gasol, who they traded Valanciunas for.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? That's a big trade.
A lot of people are angry with it.
Yeah.
I saw it's a mixed bag of emotions.
Yeah.
My thought behind it.
You love it.
I'm not in love with it.
Yeah.
I don't mind the trade. I didn't think it was too crazy. My only thing was, again, I have a little bit of a heart.
Oh.
And I feel bad for ruining, team dynamics.
You want them to stay together forever.
I want them to stay. It's kind of like, when you're watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and then all of a sudden Aunt Viv is replaced. And it's like, or when you're watching, like, your show and, like, over the years, people start getting older.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the show's just not the same anymore. It's not as great as it used to be.
Well, yeah, it's true.
So this is where I'm kind of at with the Toronto Raptors. I mean, yeah, it's a business and, sports teams constantly moving things in and out.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see Valanciunas come back. He had a thumb injury. Yeah. So how good was he going to be coming into, it's coming close to playoff time.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I'm sure that kind of came into they had to come into the discussion of the trade in general. But
I think you would have liked to have seen the original crew.
He was playing great throughout the year. And then, again, that injury just kind of took him out.
I think the problem is when you get, like I say, close to playoff time, you got to start thinking. There's players out there that will help your squad, help your team, reach where you want to reach, which ultimately is the finals and win.
Yeah.
And maybe they just didn't feel after all these years that, he had the capabilities of helping the team do that. So
I won't knock Toronto the last couple of years for putting a decent squad together.
Very good squad right now. It's nice.
Yeah.
I like Sand Squad.
Sand Squad.
Yeah. Sand Squad. Sang Squad. You know what I'm saying? Squad. He's looking for a sound right quick.
What?
What?
No idea.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to see how he plays today.
Yeah. They're playing Brooklyn at home.
In Toronto. We'll see what happens.
Brooklyn's been playing again. We've had this discussion. I think they say the spread is going to be within 10. I think it might be a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think it's going to be less than that.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
I think it is. Last time they played it was very close, actually.
So,
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't watch any Grammys last night?
No, man. I did not.
They're not into that thing.
No, I'm good for the award. Shouts out to Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino,
crushed it.
I think sweeping up, getting like 4 awards.
He did really well.
Yeah, and again, it kind of just goes to show his music was. Yeah, it was popular, but not like to the sense of crazy radio play. You're hearing it everywhere in the clubs.
Yeah.
It was just good, thoughtful,
just good music.
Good music. And again, I kind of I hope that kind of trend continues. I hope the message out there be authentic. Like I can't stand when things are kind of like not organically put together.
Yeah, I agree. It's good stuff. Shouts out to him. That's amazing for him to do.
Yeah,
such good things. Sticking to what he believes was the music that he wanted to put out.
Yeah,
and then he's getting the rewards. And they cut Drake off a little bit during the speech. You see that?
I didn't see that.
He got an award, and then he started shitting on the awards a little bit, and then they cut him off during his speech, and they went to commercial. So don't go against the Grammy community, buddy.
That was your last award.
You're doing all right.
Yeah,
you're a Canadian doing okay.
But I did catch part of his speech was pretty decent because it was kind of like he was up there, basically kind of saying like. You don't need this award to,
I like the message.
Yeah, it's like your fans who stand outside, like this, like if they're singing your lyrics to your songs, like you've already made it.
Yeah. He says they stand outside in the cold and the snow to watch you, like, basically saying that. Like, he appreciates the fans. I do believe that. And I mean, but the
awards, it is the icing on the cake. And I think most people go into an industry, they want to win that prestigious award. You go into the NFL, you want to win the Super Bowl.
Of course, yeah.
You want to win the NBA final. Yeah.
Well, it has a financial advantage to it.
For
You're booking a show for $50,000 and you win an award like a Grammy, you become $100,000 all of a sudden.
This is true.
So there's other benefits to it.
The price goes up.
Yeah, way up. Yeah, ching ching, baby. Anyway, I think that's it, isn't it?
That is it.
That's all we have.
We're done.
We're nothing else.
We're out of gas.
We're out of it, and. We'll be back. Hopefully. Are you back on what's the deal?
I find out tomorrow. My timesheet comes in.
So Wednesday could be weird weather.
That's another thing.
Because
if I'm out of town, I hope I'm not. Anyway,
he'll be secluded.
Prayed that the storm isn't as bad as they're cooking it up to be.
Megan wants to know, what are those dolls on your table? Not the bobbleheads. These are the pop rocks.
The Funko Pops.
Yeah.
So
Pop rocks, pop television.
we got, these are kind of like, I collect these.
They're all TKs.
Yeah.
He plays with toys.
Yeah. Things that kind of mattered to me when I was growing up. I was a huge Street Fighter fan, and this was like one of my favorite characters, of course. You got the Ken.
Yep.
The Ken from Street Fighter.
Yep.
Of course, you got the classic Ryu from Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then to my left, or to your right of them, I got the Eric Killmonger from Black Panther.
There you go.
He was a great character, very well done in the movie. And of course, we got Black Panther himself.
Nice.
And then to my right, on Tony's side, we got Prince.
Prince, the Kang?
Got a who doesn't like? I mean, come on, it's Prince.
It's Prince. Come on.
Then we got Lando.
Yep.
From Star Wars. And then to the right of him, we have Peg Bundy from Married with Children.
Both good shows.
Yeah, and I guess to the right of her, another Street Fighter character by the name of Dan.
Yep. So lots of toys.
Lots of things that I kind of gravitated around growing up as a kid.
Nice.
I want to get a little bit more, but nothing too crazy. I don't want to fill up a whole household with these.
Don't you?
Actually, yes, I do.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll fill up your time again on Wednesday. Hopefully, TK will be in the house.
Yep.
And we'll do it all again. Come tune in, 5 o'clock. We appreciate you guys jumping in today. And come on back. Tell your friends to come with you.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
Come together.
We promise a much better show.
Right now.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know how that ends.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Is it over here or over there?
Over there.
Over somewhere.
Over there.
All right. Until then, be safe. Have fun tonight. Stay inside where it's nice and warm.
Yes.
And we'll see you Wednesday.
Take care.
Peace.